The Screwdriver is a Walter Lantz Productions Woody Woodpecker cartoon from 1941. This is directed by Walter Lantz, written by Ben Hardaway and Jack Cosgriff, with voices provided by Mel Blanc. And I don't know how I feel about this one. In general, I don't think I enjoyed it, but I can't really say it's a bad cartoon. There's nothing specific about it that I didn't like. Well, I don't love the character of the police officer. I don't like the way his face is animated, which might seem like a really strange thing to mention. I think it's his nose. I just found it to be really distracting. I feel like a lot of classic cartoons do animate characters with very exaggerated noses, and this one just seemed to stand out for me a little bit too much. Woody Woodpecker is in his car, he's speeding, he's causing a lot of problems for people, and a police officer is watching out for cars that are speeding, and we have what I think is initially quite a comedic exchange between the police officer and Woody Woodpecker. And then Woody Woodpecker spends the cartoon winding up the police officer while riding in all kinds of different vehicles and generally making a nuisance of himself. And it's fine. It works well enough. There's nothing really wrong with the narrative. There's nothing specific that I could pinpoint to as being something that I didn't particularly enjoy. So I can't really complain about the narrative. The pacing is a little slow. I'd say it takes about half of the 6-minute cartoon to really get to the point when the narrative truly begins. So the pacing could have been a little bit better. But other than that, the narrative works well. The character of the policeman, I didn't mind as a character. As I said, I didn't love bits of his animation. And I don't know how I feel about Woody Woodpecker either. I am trying to watch more Woody Woodpecker because, well, one, because I'm watching more Walter Lantz in general, but two, because I did watch Woody Woodpecker growing up, but I don't have that many specific memories, so I'm trying to plug those gaps in my knowledge. And so far, I think I'm indifferent to the character. I wouldn't say I particularly enjoyed the character in this cartoon, but again, it's not enough for me to say I disliked the character. So it's an okay cartoon. The animation is generally very good. The colour palette is very pleasing. We have a lot of bright, bold colours, which is something I always favour when it comes to cartoons. So it seems to be ticking most of the boxes. I just didn't really care for it that much. So I guess I'm going to have to recommend it if it sounds like something that would appeal to you, because I can't think of a reason not to recommend it. But personally, I just didn't care for it very much. The Screwdriver might not be a bad cartoon, but that didn't mean I loved it. It's okay. I doubt I'd ever watch it again.